What's up, everybody? Chris here from Bold Canyon Outdoors, and I'm hanging out in the BCO garage today because I want to talk to you guys about connecting two toe straps together and some techniques and some do's and don'ts, things like that. I've got some gear here, some shackles, some toe straps, so let's get started. All right, welcome back. So I've had a few questions on connecting toe straps together. Like I've got a 30-foot toe strap and a 20-foot toe strap, and I really need that extra length for this recovery. Well, hey, sometimes to get good footing to pull somebody out who's stuck in the mud, you need to be more than 10, 20, or 30 feet away. So here's some tips and tricks on how you can make a longer toe strap out of what you've already got. So I've got a toe strap here, one of my Gear America 20-foot toe straps, and a 10-foot tree saver strap. And how do you make 30 feet out of it? Well, let's go through a few different options. So there's actually 4 things I want to show you today. Now, the first of which is using a D-ring or a shackle to connect two toe straps. Now, I'm showing you this first because this is my least favorite. If anything goes wrong, if anything breaks loose, if you don't have the option of using a closed loop system and you've got, one end hooked on a hook or something, and this thing comes loose, that's a few pounds of solid steel projectile moving around. So you got to be really super careful. There are some things you're going to want to be aware of. So we're going to take it, we're going to connect it to one, we're going to connect it to the other, and we're going to put the pin back in securely. Now, the strength of this guy, this is a Gear America Mega Shackle. This is an 8-ton D-ring, a 16,000-pound workload shackle. So it's super strong, but the strength comes from pulling this way, right? Not this way, not like wishbone style. So you're always going to want to make sure it's secured this way when you've got it connected to two toe straps. And like I said, this is my least favorite way of doing it. If you can avoid doing it this way, please do, unless you're closed loop on both ends, because this, like I said, could become a projectile. So if you do need to extend your toe strap with the D-ring, make sure it's connected like this, and make sure you have a winch dampener or a heavy bag or something holding it just in case it does snap. That's the first way. Second way, use a soft shackle. Same concept goes there. You've got 2 loops on the toe straps. Whoa, that thing's gonna roll away and make some noise. So we take our soft shackle, we go through both loops, we reconnect, and we tighten it up. Now, something you're gonna wanna be aware of when you use a soft shackle. You always gotta lock this loop into place. So make sure when you've got it under tension, it's like this. So this loop over here is holding the soft shackle loop. So that knot's not gonna slip through, nothing's gonna come loose. This is a lot safer than using a D-ring because obviously you don't have a 10-pound projectile that's gonna go flying at you. However, still not my favorite way of connecting them. So always make sure you get a little tension on it and make sure that your soft shackle is in the correct position. Next up, we're just gonna take shackles completely out of the equation. I got a tree saver and I got a toe strap. I need 40 feet. You know what? My bike's stuck in the mud, but there's 36 feet of mud before it gets to solid ground. Well, the same thing happens in snow, sand, mud, anything. Sometimes you need an extension. So don't be afraid to use these together. Now the first technique I'm going to show you, you can take one loop, go through the other, take the end, back through the loop. Oop. And cinch it down. So what we've done here is we've got one loop and the other one is cinched back on itself like this. Now, these Gear America toe straps have a double reinforced plus a sheath on it. The loops on these things are plenty strong. You're not gonna hurt them. They're still gonna perform to capacity. So this first way of doing it is one loop is completely open and the other one is just doubled back on itself. It almost makes kind of like a fist, like that. And the second way, which is option number 4, is my favorite way. Also the safest. You got your 2 loops. We'll back one loop onto it. We'll take the other loop and go through. And what we've done here is we've created a figure 8. That's going to cinch shut. That's going to be nice and strong, and you have your extended toe strap. It's secure, it's safe, it's strong. Now, there is something I do want to add on there though. You see this knot right here? You hook up a car and you tow a car with it. That knot is going to be so tight that you're never, ever, ever going to get it undone. So how do we fix that? Well, now you can do this with a rolled up magazine or newspaper or a glove, anything like that. But you always want to get something jammed into this knot, because once it cinches up and is so tight you can't get it out, you want to have a little bit of leeway. So that's where this guy's going to come in. You'll be able to wiggle it loose and get your toe straps back in working order. But like I said, if you want it to be a permanent long toe strap, don't put anything in there, because that knot's never going to come undone. So be careful. All right, so just to recap, 4 different methods. You can use a D-ring, but make sure that D-ring is pulling the correct direction, and always use a winch dampener or some kind of heavy bag draped over the line so this doesn't become a projectile and kill somebody or damage your gear. Method number 2, same thing, but use a soft shackle. Way less dangerous if it flies through the air. But remember, when you put it in there, you always want to lock that loop like this. Don't connect it like this. Don't do it like this. But make sure one toe strap is here and one is there, so that loop is nice and locked tight. Method 3, take one loop, double it back on itself so it makes that fist. And method 4, the figure 8. Don't forget, always put something in the middle of that knot so you'll be able to get it undone again. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. That's 4 ways that you can extend your toe strap just in case you need a really long pull. Hey, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below. Be glad to hear from you. And do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and ring that bell. That way you'll be the first one notified when I have more videos coming out, new tips and tricks, gear reviews, great adventures, all kinds of cool stuff coming from Bull Canyon Outdoors. So that's it for now. From the BCO Garage, Bull Canyon Outdoors, this is Chris signing off. Happy trails, everybody.